I think of the sculpture of David, possibly the most famous sculpture in the world. I think of the soft song, inside, and its life, outside, a posture that bears life. Is a pose or a shape not a thing that interfaces with reality? The left hand of David curls up towards him. He holds a slingshot, but his inward hand touches his inward self. He feels himself. He accesses his inward parts. He holds it and guards it and is for him alone. His left hand must touch his nakedness itself, which is transparency of being, and awareness thereof. When we do not touch our inner heart, we will live our lives as a biological creature. Does God speak through the statue of David? When we do not hold ourselves in the awareness of the vulnerability and beauty of nakedness, then something else holds us. The middleman, or middlewoman, cannot touch the ends of things. And this middle person is us, when we are trapped in some middle ground of our thoughts, when our thoughts merely run like a peripheral software program, an endless queue of thoughts, going nowhere and going everywhere. Now we know from history that the marble block that the sculpture of David was formed from, was at first rejected, and the hands of several other sculptors, and their enthusiasm saw no potential in the imperfect block of marble which waited so, in patient hope. Michelangelo, of course, picked up his hammer, and God himself, perhaps did the same, and rewarded us with a piece of art, and a message, that our own imperfect lives, rejected by others, has splendid potential, and that our beauty and dream need an unpleasant hammer and chisel, and that our final shape will have our left hand so, turned inward. The perfect sculpture comes out of imperfect marble. And here I wonder if I should say something else, being reluctant to spoil the above, but in my mind this morning as I woke up, with my eyes closed, I saw an image of an angel clapping his hands at me. I suppose it is something of note. It came about as I was in slumber, that I saw in my mind a large crocodile. It was heaving its bulked-up body away from me. The crocodile symbolized gossip, negative talk, perhaps of my own, perhaps of others over me. Even recognizing the creature in symbol, the words, or energy, of gossip form a substance, a true shape, in the spiritual dimensions, a thing that actually moves, or hovers. Then I stood over it, and demanded that it dissipate. Then the angel appeared and clapped his hands, and it was as though he said to me, by his posture alone, "Well done, you are finally getting the hang of it." I wonder what he meant. Perhaps he is not talking about the crocodile. It may be that he was talking about the way I had looked in my mind. Because I had seen the image of the crocodile, then looked again. And I had seen the image of the angel, and then I had looked again. Must I look twice at things for them to unfold? For a moment I think how splendid the things are that I had written here. But now I must think of the needle of God. Because Jesus has a needle, and he pokes our little bubbles of pride. And perhaps, beginners in the things of God, such as I, are more tempted to such a crown. And God uses the needle to burst our bubbles. I know. He always does. Because the crown of pride is a fundamental gate that closes revelation. Perhaps he will skip over me this time. I feel so frail.